One of the most popular aspects about the KMC Conquest product line is the inherent flexibility of the solution in so few product numbers. One key part of what makes the line so flexible is the availability of expansion modules onto our BAC-5901 General Purpose Controller. KMC carries two different expansion modules, an 8x8 I/O module with HPO card slots, as well as a 16 input only version, which looks a lot like the unitary controller. Using the integrated terminals, simply daisy chain up to 4 of these modules together to increase the number of available inputs and outputs going through a single general purpose controller. When daisy chaining these modules together, it is essential to manually address them using the dip switches on the bottom of the modules. It can be a little tricky at first, so let's take a look at the proper way to address these modules. When you look, you'll see 4 switches, each labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now at first glance, you may think addressing the controllers is as simple as flipping the switch that corresponds with its position in the line. However, that is not the case. To properly address these modules, you must first know that these switches correspond to a binary numbering scheme, where switch 1 represents 1, switch 2 represents 2, switch 3 represents 4, and switch 4 represents 8. Using the switches in this manner, it's now relatively simple to address your expansion modules. For the first module, select the first switch for 1. For the second module, select the second switch for 2. Now using a bit of addition, for the third module, select both the first and second switch, which together gives us 3. And finally, for the fourth module, select the third switch for 4. Since you can currently only wire up to 4 expansion modules at a time, you will never use the fourth switch to address a module. Also, remember that once you wire the last of any daisy-chained controllers, flip the EOL or end-of-line switch to the on position. Once you know the correct binary scheme, it's very easy to address the modules connected to a general-purpose controller, which are then natively read in your accompanying KMC software, like KMC Connect or KMC Total Control. For more information on installing KMC Conquest controllers, including manually addressing expansion modules, check out our installation and application guides on the Partner Portal. And to learn more about any of the solutions from the building geniuses at KMC, visit us on the web at kmccontrols.com.